School. Yeah.
You know that intro, Rodg? That was the last time I smiled.
Oh, gosh, stop it. No, stop it.
HerbnRodg Podcast coming at you another great Wednesday night. Despite my predilection for Alabama winning games, they decided to not win this last one.
Yes.
Still going to be a great show for you. We're going to,
as always,
forgot until the last minute, Alabama and Illinois are playing tonight, or Illinois.
Yes.
Or Illinois. We will be doing a little bit of a watch party. A, because the game is on, but B, because our opponent is not one that we're really going to have a big breakdown for.
Right.
So
we don't have an Eastern Illinois guest, so we sorry to displease some people, but we didn't go through not the trouble, but we didn't go through that adventure of trying to find a guest for the Eastern Illinois game. So it'll be us just talking about maybe what happened this past weekend, what's going on, and then trying to keep up with some of this basketball game. The game was set, the tip-off was set for 8 p.m., but right now Arizona's playing UConn, and so now our tip-off's been moved back to 8:15 p.m. So
Yep. And then Sadie's talking about a big game for us. They had a big, a tough one against Houston this past Sunday. I don't think your video covers the basketball. It's only football, Sadie, but we're going to play it to start since you're already in here. We'll say hello to everybody real quick, and then we'll just start there. Well, actually, Rodg, I'll give you a choice at the end of this. What's up to you? Roll Tide.
What's going on? Roll Tide.
International Men's Day.
Cool.
He announced this morning. I said, does that mean I get to be in charge for the rest of the day? My wife has to do what I say? I don't think that's what Men's Day means at all.
I have no idea. Yeah, probably not.
Yep.
Randy,
what's up,
evening,
Randy? How are you doing, sir? I want to say another big win for them, but it's like so expected that they dominate Texas at this point.
Yeah,
so
but for like the first half of that game, it was like, it was pretty close. I think Texas was in it, even though scores 14-3 for a while. I feel like Texas had a chance to get in it, but then Georgia just blew the doors off them somewhere in the midway in the third quarter, I believe, and they just took control of the game. I stopped paying attention to it once it got out of hand. I was like, okay, this game's over.
You know what's funny about that? Well, and that's what we were on, still on our live stream, our watch party. The funny thing about that was I told Texas what their plan was with Georgia. I was like, you better be up early for when second half Georgia turns on, and they didn't listen to me at all. So.
Right.
What's up, Carol?
Carol,
hope you're doing great. Yep, she one of our biggest supporters, honestly. She came around for that too as well, so I always love appreciate it. Sadie, okay. Superstar Sadie in the house.
Mm-hmm.
She will actually be here this weekend, Rodg, but I think she's going to miss her own game. But they're just playing Mercer. So, what's up, Lady Alpha? The Wrestling Divas podcast Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Central Time. Another great wrestling podcast, and she also does the after parties for Raw and for SmackDown. So now I want to say it's Monday nights and Friday nights. So, hope all is well. Nick had a live earlier today, Rodg, that I told him I need to go back and watch. I was actually out shopping for a customer when he went live. So have to check him out. Nick, good to see you. Hope all is well.
Thank you for joining us, Nick. Chat in the building.
Tide, hope all is well. Yep. Roll Tide Productions.
Roll Tide Productions. Appreciate you for joining us, man.
Yep. Big Mike, I want to stop right here because this is so true. And I've seen so many crash outs over the loss. It's like, first off, I said 10-2. If we win the last two games, then we're at 10-2.
That is true.
It's kind of where we both said that. So people who are, it sucks to lose, but if you are going to go for the rest of your life and say, oh my God, my team has to win every game, you're just going to be sad.
It's not going to happen. Yeah. So, one of the things. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
No, one of the things that I'm tired of is just like the finger pointing, everybody trying to find something wrong. And the numbers will tell you what's wrong with that game. It was the 3 turnovers. Offensively, we were better. We did pretty much everything better than them with the exception of those 3 turnovers. So you can't come down and say it was coaching. You can't say other things. We messed up on a few, but Tyson had a few bad passes. We had some fumbles, some turnovers, pick six. That's what cost us the game. It is what it is. The whole world's not coming to an end. We don't need to fire a coach. So let's Ease up.
Yes. No, she said big game tonight, and I saw it. She said she was at this game. That's what I was saying, Teddy. I didn't know if the video you sent us had to do with the basketball game that you were at or just football. So, if it was, especially being there, it was tough because there was never a time where I thought their offense was challenging us. You know, it always sounds like sour grapes. Like, always give Oklahoma their credit, folks. The defense had a great game plan. Venables is always a tough defense. And they capitalized on the game.
Yep.
You know, it does suck to have those 3 turnovers and a missed field goal and lose by 2. I mean, that's just that's just how it is. So.
That's true. I will say
game day. Go ahead,
it is game day. I will say a loss is always good for engagement though on social media. That's when everybody wants to chime in. If I'll put it like this: if you're a fan of a team and nobody really chimes in on your team after you lose, then you're not really relevant. I'm gonna put it like that.
My favorite part about the engagement is we'll get people coming in after a loss. I have to go see what video they're on. I'm like,
me too. I'm like, man, what happened?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Florida State one, they dug up a video from 3 weeks before and were commenting. I was like, had you guys just like bookmarked it and were just waiting? So this is an excellent question. I think it's a Men's Day internationally. If it's a day for international men, oui, bonjour, vis-a-vis.
Hey.
What's up, Coach Hayes?
Shout out to Coach Hayes.
Yeah, some of the best breakdowns you will find. One of the best guys that you'll ever find. Your best friends that you'll see.
Thank you for joining us, Coach.
Obedient women are I'm not posting that one. I get enough of being fussed at. Oh man, yeah, it is, Alex, and we were gonna talk about it some, but it just the criteria that they made to put Notre Dame ahead of Bama just doesn't make sense.
Weird.
You know, trying to dissect our run game when you're talking about Notre Dame and
I feel like they're just running out of excuses and they got nothing else to say, so they threw that in the run game in there.
Oh, I must have said Wednesdays. I meant Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central. I did say that. Sorry. No, it doesn't make any sense. It you're stretching when you say that. The win over Georgia beats anything that Notre Dame has done anyway, with us being at the same record. And I love how they're like, oh, they had that win over USC at home. I'm like, guys, come on. What are we doing? So there was just nothing good. But it's always good to see you, man. Rex. Rex, how long did we say it had been, Rex? 20 years? Doesn't seem longer than that, though. But Rex, it was funny, Rod. I'm sitting there with Brian and his fam, or his son and him, and all of a sudden, the guy just standing over looking like this. I'm like, Rex. Like, I didn't know he was gonna be there. He didn't know I was gonna be there. We was like, "What's up? How you doing?" Da da da. And then we both went in, and I couldn't get a signal because I was right next to the stadium. So I'm trying to message him like, "Why didn't we take a picture?" We go around the corner, pop up. I see the message from him. I send it back like, bro. So we got together at the end, took a picture. Rex, it was good to see you, bro. Man, if you ever want to talk about somebody who's always like, I know keeping it real is like overstated, overused, but Rex is a guy that will shoot you straight no matter what, man. I've always appreciated people. So those Jimmy John nights, man. So I agree, man.
That's true. We're just getting started.
Not the end of the for this. I don't get this.
I'm looking at this in a positive manner in which we lost that first game week 1 and we went on an 8-game win streak. Now we're getting ready to start another win streak. So that's how I'm going to take it.
Yep. So I think they're going to be all right. They're either going to be all right or they're not. It's not going to affect anything else. Yep. Coach, we're doing as well as we can. It's another beautiful night. Thank you for stopping by, of course. And I know you guys are happy. Georgia did very, very well. So.
Oh, yeah.
I that's what I said, Kat. Especially it always sounds like excuses, so it's just going to be an excuse. But you're in year 2 of DeBoer. There's a lot of stuff on this team that he isn't the way that he wants it to be. I'm not going to say, like, CBS Sports actually came out with one of their overreactions videos, and part of their thing was like, he's never going to be the guy. I was like, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
But we're a one-dimensional team in year 2 that still has a chance to make the playoffs. Yep. Like, why can't we celebrate that part instead of, oh my God, Saban this, and I'm so tired of hearing that. Like, bro, he was the greatest ever. It's not going to be that.
I feel like people just want to celebrate the downfall of Alabama. So whenever we lose a game, that's what people want to do. That's pretty much what it is. So they start making these accusations like, oh, I don't know what's going on. They got to get rid of DeBoer, blah, blah, blah. And then a new guy comes in. They got to get rid of that guy. So that's all it is.
Yeah. They fired DeBoer in 2 years. They're going to set the program back immeasurably.
Yes.
Immeasurably. So here, we're going to go ahead and pop you up there in a minute. I meant to at the beginning. I got caught up in
to fire DeBoer after this season, you would have to be a nincompoop.
Agreed, Alex. Yeah. You have to be. Oh, yeah. I agree, Rod. You would definitely be a nincompoop.
Yes,
definitely a Rod, by the way. Yeah, I didn't like the arguments. They're week one is carrying a lot of stuff, so I didn't like that at all. Yeah, it's a Venables defense. He is, look, this is the other thing that I'm hating coming out of this. Right, I can sit here and tell you, look, Ty didn't play his best, and was the defense great? Yeah, he didn't play his best. Does that mean a knock on anything as Ty as the quarterback or no? And if you can't say in one game that this guy didn't have his best stuff, like what are we doing? This isn't a knock on him forever. This isn't a knock. Like I saw a lot of people questioning his choice of being the quarterback. I said, so we got to this point and now you guys are like, oh, he should have never been the starting quarterback. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, come on. What are the other options? Okay, you put Austin Mack in and see what happens, or you put in Keelan Russell. But if something happens to them, then it's he's not the right quarterback. Ty was the right quarterback for 8 games straight. He was the right quarterback. Yeah. So come on.
So, and Alex, I can't believe that they came out there and at this point they didn't mind when we were 4, but we lost the game, and now our running game stats came up. You just say you were looking for a reason to drop them. So
yeah.
And you were right. Yeah, Kat, I shouldn't be surprised. Notre Dame being up there and their best win at a USC team that, if they lose to Oregon, might not even be top 25. What are we doing, people? So, yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing, Nick, Notre Dame not being. Otherwise, the same stuff is still ahead of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, the offense has not looked good in forever.
Yeah.
Man, so I think they're setting – before – this past week, I would have told you no way does the SEC runner-up get left out. But this past week, they've been setting the stage to leave out Alabama if they lose the SEC championship game. So
like I said,
about to get weird.
I still think that if you lose the SEC, if you have 3 losses, you're not getting in. That's just how I am. That's my motto. That's my opinion. And if a 3-loss SEC team, if a 3-loss championship team or somebody playing in the championship game makes it in, then I'll believe it when I see it. But right now I'm thinking if you got 3 losses, you're not going to make it.
Yep.
That's just my opinion.
No, they shouldn't, Carol. You basically didn't have to do anything to get to there. So, and this is Rex again, just under his YouTube, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's what I said, Rex. I also question you if you've been backing Ty all this time and then he has a bad game.
Exactly. Because he's had a few bad games that we won. He's made some few bad passes.
Right.
But now you just want to kind of blame all this on him and say he's not the right guy. You're just venting your frustrations, but you got to think about what you're saying. So come on.
This is perfect right here.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
And what up again, Randy? We said what's up earlier, Randy. I don't know if you saw it, but what's up to you again, sir?
Good evening, Randy, sir.
Yes. I've read a lot too where I think people Bama game about to tip off right now, folks.
Yeah.
Where people are like, we're gonna regret going to 9 games. I think that people are right. I think I could see that very quickly happening to where the SEC regrets that. So I don't know. It was frustrating. It's frustrating to see where we're ranked. Bama's tipping off. Rod, and we're not doing a basketball show this year.
Right.
I realized how much I have to relearn this whole team again. For Alabama. But nice test tonight. This is what I love about college basketball for sure. You get these early tests that don't sink your entire year.
Exactly.
You get to find out what your team is made of. Not great to see Illinois' first bucket come on a putback layup, though, because that seemed like a lot was happening against Purdue.
It's still 0-0. It's still 0-0 on my TV.
We got to get you a new TV, Rodg. We got to get you a new TV.
Oh, my gosh. So now you're way ahead of me. Hold on. Let me see if I can fast forward. No, I can't.
If you're not, I'll pause mine for a second.
No, don't do that. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sorry. Because I'm on YouTube TV. I can pause mine so you can get a chance to catch up.
No. You're good.
but we'll follow it a little bit. I missed it. He said, Sadie, like I said, if you're out there, and I know Brian's not stopped by, you want to start with Brian then and give Sadie her love later? Yeah. See that, Nick, and so we were in a group thread where we tried to make this point and everybody was ignoring us. But if you fire him, you lose the recruiting class, you lose what you have going on. Your next coach, it has to do all this work. That's a travel, by the way, but it's a start over. And he also is looking at, look, this guy went 9-3 in 2 years, and you guys fired him. Like, that doesn't make sense. So, good grief! I don't think we've got a rebound yet. It really is. Bill O'Brien is the devil. So, exactly. We wouldn't even be in the. I mean, if they just took out this is another why out of conference stuff is going to go, especially traveling. Nobody's going to want to do a tough out of conference games on the road if this is what means. So honest, just the whole situation is pretty dumb. Let's go ahead and get Brian out the way then, Rodg, real quick.
All right.
Hey, HerbnRodg. Just got back from the 10-hour drive from Tuscaloosa, and we were very pleased with our weekend. Our weekend went very well, obviously. We love the win. We're glad we had the win, but it's about more than just football for us. Getting out there and just everything about from the people in Tuscaloosa were amazing. The Alabama fans were awesome. It was a fun experience. It's kind of interesting how the campus is very similar to Norman, and that was one thing that we noticed. We didn't really get invited into any tailgates like we did at Tennessee, but I don't think we really tried as hard with this one. We really just kind of, we went through the Bear Bryant Museum, and we really just kind of enjoyed ourselves a little bit more on this trip. Herb, we met up with you Friday night, had dinner and some drinks and, some good conversations, good back and forth. And it was fantastic. I mean, Herb was amazing. One of the best hosts, of any of these events that we've gone to, any of these road games. So it was amazing. Herb was amazing on Saturday. We saw him there and got to hang out a little bit more, and he's an amazing guy. You could tell I'm tired, by the way, so I'm already over my minute. But all in all, man, I think we would have enjoyed this experience even if it had been a really close loss, if Bama had won that game in the end. But obviously with the win, it was really exciting for us. And we were 0-2 last year on our 2 road games, 2-0 this year. So seemed to have evened itself out. So we're pretty happy about that. All right, see you guys.
Glad he enjoyed himself.
Them and the family, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like I said, Brian is very big on the experiences, so I don't think he lets the outcome of the game affect that part of it. So kudos to him for sure for that. It was good to see them, good to hang out with them. Like I said, it was nice. Hung out, ate, had some drinks the night before. Ryan had some good drinks the night before. I got him a bottle of rye that he liked too. So it was a fun time. It was a fun time. Of course, like you said, they got to win. And what he said. And Van, what's up, Van?
Van, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Final whistle. From what I hear, 8 p.m. Tuesday's final whistle. Yeah, very gracious Van. So
yeah.
And I try to be, Nick. The whole thing about it is, man, and I posted this. My best parts of the weekend were getting to hang out with Brian and then seeing Rex out there. So you still have to enjoy the experience. I think Randy did a video on this. Like, is it just you're only following the wins and losses, or are you actually enjoying the experience of being a fan? Like, if it's all about the wins and losses to you, and that's the only thing that matters, like, we all want to win.
Yeah.
But don't miss everything else that's going along with it. So,
yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know if that's like because of what we said or because of the show, Van. So you can answer or not answer. I'll leave that one in your hands. Randy, every loss, man. After Florida State, people had him out the door. And then after this one, the only person that hasn't been really getting blamed is Womack. And his unit did a fine job. But
Womack has done like a complete 180 since last year. So defenses look fine pretty much all year. maybe exception of week 1, we kind of had some lit ups then, but defenses look really, really good this year. Yeah, I mean that they're going to do that about DeBoer every time we lose a game. So that's it. Unless Nick Saban comes back, then everybody's going to be. Some people are going to be fine. Some people just won't get over that. So I don't know what to do about them.
Yeah. Alex, because I don't think we would say that either. You know, I think part of it is you look at the fumbles, they forced the fumble. You know, the pick 6, they caught it and they ran it back and their defense was on it. So it's kind of like, yeah, it sucks, but if I'm Oklahoma, I'm thinking, you know, we took that game or we made, the advantage of it. So, you know, I get why. I'd probably never admit it either. So unless we were just personally talking, but not out loud. So 5-star call. Yeah, see? Even though Randy hates texting me, I'll be following Randy and I'll be ready. See, so I'm with you, man. What was the other one? So did I say too much, man? My bad if I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing where I can see how excited he was just being there back in town. You know, he didn't let the loss dampen his experience at all. And I'm sorry, Miss Carroll saying the same thing. Yeah. That's the thing, man. You still have to enjoy sports. Now, I did get on a couple people afterwards. Did kind of had to call out a couple people. But here's the deal, folks. If you do not regularly text me, if I don't hear from you ever, and in these 2 cases, the last time one person had texted me was after Florida State, and the other person, last time they had texted me first was like last year against Oklahoma. If you only text me after we lose, and it's 2 seconds after we lose, then yeah, you're gonna get a piece of my mind.
And this is the disclaimer right here. I will let Herb know. Like if we're on a group text or something, I will let Herb know. Like, hey, take it easy, or whatever this person, you know, whatever you said about this person was true. One of these persons that Herb was referring to, like, yeah, this person we hadn't heard from. I don't even remember last time we heard, but then they just chimed in after the win. I was like, all right, cool. It is what it is. So. But I don't know if we'll be.
And I said something, and Rodg was like, "No, you were justified." Yeah, if you're not a regular, and you have my number, and you never say anything until your team has won a game. And like I said, I'm still walking out of the stadium when I get the text. Yeah, you're gonna get a piece of my mind. Yeah. That's it, man. If we won every game by 2 points and had +3 in turnovers every game, I don't care.
I'll take it. Yeah.
I don't even know if we will, Nick. And Nick is a huge tie guy. And this was he's not a tie-dye guy. He's just a tie guy. Don't get it confused. But even after this game, he was like,
that was so
like, I did not. So I didn't say. Let me see. Yeah, Randy, I was just making fun of you hating texting me. But see, thumbs up. When y'all's fault, internal explosion with the South. I feel, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, man, if you want to talk about it, definitely. But it was probably not the best reactions on some of those, is all I'll say. But that's, What up, Jay Bake?
Jay Bake
How are you, sir?
The one and the only, the man, the mystery, the legend. Jay Bake is in the building. Oh, Sadie. Oh, Sadie.
That's because we're used to winning. You're an Auburn fan, so you're just used to the losing. Like, we're not used to the losing.
I saw someone post a video about that on TikTok. They're like, as a Bama fan, we get upset when we lose and we go crazy. But, like, then she said, but how do other other fan bases take it? Like, how do Auburn fans deal with it? Because they lose a lot. not trying to throw shade. Their feelings are different. They're frustrated, but it's a feeling that they're used to. It's kind of like the feeling we had back in some of those early 2000s and some of those years when we weren't winning a lot of games. We were used to it.
And that's what Sadie you don't get about us. When we moved here, Bama was a very bad team. So we did in that and we handled it. And you say we're sensitive, but Sadie, that's because Sadie's man is one of the people that text me. Like, Sadie, if I never hear from you and the only text I get is right after a Bama loss, you're going to hear from me. And I think I'm justified in telling you, hey, why you only text me after a loss? And if that's enough to set you off, hey, I can't say anything else about it.
Yeah.
But, you can say what you want to say on that one. I'm fine. Yeah.
Yeah, Ty had some bad throws in this game. Obviously, the pick six, but there was another one that we discussed. The one he threw to Jeremy Bernard was open in the middle of the field, overthrew him. And had a couple of them that were just overthrown or too hard passes. And sometimes when you look at the receivers not catching him, it's like, oh, he should have caught them. Like, bro, that was not an easy catch to make. So I'm not surprised he dropped it. So this was just one of those games that Ty had where Ty was off. And I've said this before, I can make a video about it, but it would help if we had a run game and a kick game to kind of help out offensively to kind of put some points on the board. But people need to understand that there's a lot on Ty's shoulders. And obviously he's the quarterback and leader of the team. I get that. But by him having to throw the ball 40 plus times in a lot of these games, it's a lot. When you don't have a dominant run game and you can't lean on anything else but your quarterback, you're putting a lot on your QB's shoulders. So I think Ty has been through it enough. We went through it 10 games, so he's used to it by now. But I'm kind of hoping now this Saturday against Eastern Illinois, I'm assuming we'll be able to run the ball a little bit. And then obviously we got the big one in Georgia. So
Sadie, we might both be Bama fans, but I still only get a text with Bama losses, so I can't really be sure if the other person's a Bama fan or not. So I'm just not petty. Like so with the other fan that you're talking about, the OU fan, I'm the one texting him. Like, you go back and look at our text thread, it's me asking him if he's all right, how he's doing, what's going on. He never asks how I'm doing, what's going on with me, anything, and then we get a text when his team wins. So
that's why I told you. I just tell people good game. After we lost, I text Brian good game, and that's really it. Just I leave it at that and let him have his fun. I even called and talked to Brian, said, "Hey man, congrats."
Yeah,
he's like, "Cool man, we had a good time," and you move on. Yeah. So now.
Well, let me say, Brian is not in that category, though. Brian is not in that category for me because Brian talks to me all the time. So, Brian is not in that category. If Brian talked trash after the OU game, I'm fine with it because Brian talks to us all the time.
Yeah, I can deal with that.
Strictly talking about people who we never hear from.
Yep.
So, where does that one? Yep, told you. Yes, sir, for sure.
Yes.
I don't know if he did.
He did. No, I think Alex is being sarcastic. He did. I saw something posted on someone reposted it on Twitter where he crashed out after the game and he was blowing up. I didn't watch the full thing. I'll probably rewatch it, but I just saw like clips of it. But yeah, KB kind of he was a little perturbed by the loss. So
I saw that for all this to happen, does Texas just have to beat Texas A&M and we have to beat Auburn?
Yes, and because I think if A&M wins, then we win, then we'll play them. But yeah, the Georgia, I think, based on what Randy's saying, I saw that too. I think a lot of people are thinking Texas is going to be A&M, but and they're probably saying that based on how A&M played South Carolina. That's what they're doing.
Right.
So
I agree. I don't know why it's not happening at this point. So
yeah.
Yes, it does at some point. But I don't know if Sadie's done protecting her man and she wants to let her stuff go, so we'll go for it.
Let's move on. Yes.
Well, good morning, guys. We had a bye. That was nice. Need a break. So this week we got Mercer, and it's kind of like us getting prepared for the Iron Bowl. Ashton Daniels won't play though. He's redshirting this year, so either Deuce or Jackson Arnold is starting. I hope Deuce. So we need to see what he has. He's a true freshman, but we're still trying to keep this roster together. Now all the coaching stuff is just you never know because there's so many different things being said. I still think it'll happen right after the Iron Bowl, but I have no idea who it's going to be because the names keep shifting, who's the hot name. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm excited just to see the offense and defense play together. And then we got the Iron Bowl next week, and I got a ticket, so I'll be there. Iron Bowl at night. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. I expect a crazy close game, but we'll talk more about that next week after we get through the cupcake weekend. Anyway, War Eagle.
We need a name for this series.
Yes. Sorry, trying to keep up with the basketball game too. Bama's losing 15-21. Hard to kind of diagnose everything that's going on. Looks like we're still lacking a little on the offensive boards, but it's still early.
Yeah.
Still early.
Yep, and not hitting like we're usually either.
Yeah.
Usually at this point, it's a little bit more. So, but like you said, it's early. Said Texas about to get drunk. Alex, I'm just not seeing it right now for Jam. That's just honestly part of the thing. He's not hitting the hole strong. I don't.
Yeah.
Hill is making like one cut and getting big yardage.
Yeah.
So go ahead,
Hill doesn't have the speed that we like to see, but he's got the production. And as somebody at his size, you're not going to see somebody moving like Jahmyr Gibbs. But from a production standpoint, Hill gives you the yards. He can catch it. He can get those late touchdowns when it's like 4th and 2 or 4th and goal. So I'm fine with Hill there. I want to see Jam succeed, but I think I feel like it's just kind of too late at this point. You know, you might put him in the Eastern Illinois game, and then once we get a nice little lead, just put in AK Deer and put in some of these other guys, see what they can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Deer kind of teased us this last time.
Yeah,
but I want to.
So let me ask you this question right now. It's too early to call, obviously. But who do you think is going to be RB1 next year? Is it Hill?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Deer gets in there, and even if they give Corral some burn, because Hill still has his limitations in some spots too. So
yeah.
So he said if both of them wins, then it's Georgia versus A&M. Is that what you're saying?
Georgia. Brady put all the scenarios up here. I'm just focused on us winning these next 2 games and moving on. Yeah, Texas A&M loses, Georgia is in the Bama loses. So blah, 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 blah.
I thought we'd be awkward, and if you guys go to the SEC championship game against Texas A&M, that's fine by me too. So maybe he was slow in traffic this time.
Yeah,
what you guys don't know is Sadie just has a green screen behind her, and she's just actually just sitting in her car in the garage.
She's actually at home. Yeah,
yeah,
she got dressed up and everything. Yeah.
Agreed, man. And I think everybody could just kind of see that he was running better. So for sure.
Yeah.
And I've seen sometimes where people are like, oh, his pass pro isn't that great, but Jam has been whiffing a lot lately. So
I think if Jackson Arnold starts, I think Mercer it's easier to prep for Jackson Arnold as opposed to Ashton Daniels though. Because I think Ashton Daniels is going to want to throw the ball. You know what Jackson Arnold's not going to do is throw the ball. So,
yep. And Sadie, nobody questioned this because your series started when they were losing. So, and now it's become the most popular segment on here.
Still hurt.
Yeah, I finally heard that this past week, and I hadn't heard that at all before.
I didn't know that.
So I was definitely did not know that. 2 games still.
This is why I'm saying put AK Deer in Saturday, and then next when we go to Jordan Hare, we'll see how that turns out. If we need him, it just depends.
Yeah, Rex, I wouldn't mind seeing him as a top guy. So, trending for Deuce to start. Gotcha. Yep, they do.
Yep.
So where are we at in the game? You know what? Let's get another fun one before we get out there. Let's bring some levity. If Ashton Daniels starts, we might lose that game.
Nah, I don't look at it like that.
I'm already scared about that game anyway. Y'all can't make me any more scared than I already am.
What's up, everybody? It's Big Mike back again with another edition of Bama Opponents Fun Fact, Eastern Illinois Panthers edition. Traditionally, schools have to wait many years after the founding of the university to begin fielding sports teams. Eastern Illinois, however, are overachievers. They fielded their first football team just 3 weeks after admitting their first students back in 1899. Since then, the Panthers have won 19 conference championships in various conferences and even a Division II national championship in 1978. Let's hope the Tide can take one step closer to its own national championship and get the win this Saturday. Roll Tide, everybody.
Basically, what I heard is this might be the toughest game of the season so far.
Eastern Illinois, they've got some dominant opponents. It's dominant forces on their offense too. I mean, that quarterback, their quarterback's name, right?
Yeah.
Him. That guy's good.
Dude,
he's really good.
He is great. Because he last week he did the thing where the other guy caught it.
I saw the thing.
And then they had the thing, bro.
And that guy caught it, and then he waved after he caught the touchdown. I was like, yo. I said, oh my gosh, this game's gonna be close, man. Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Oh
close.
my gosh.
So,
yeah.
It's sad we're everybody else here. So If Daniels starts, we might lose that game. So he's like, Daniels is starting.
Yeah, I would assume so. After the numbers he put up against, after the numbers he put up against Vanderbilt, Ashton Daniels is going to start. So that's fine.
Yeah, it is, man. And Mike spent long and hard coming out. Cat, I don't even know what to expect anymore. Rodg and I aren't even doing our keys to the game this week. We're gonna do we'll do something I want to see play during the game. So and as Rodg mentioned, Bama down 23-17, 11 minutes left to go in the first half against Illinois. I always love this now that you guys know we can't challenge everything, right? But every player that does something that they don't agree with. So challenge,
just let it go.
Yeah, and that defense. So we said that, and somebody asked, why is the offense looking so much worse? I said, once you hit South Carolina, the defenses just keep getting better. So LSU step up, Oklahoma step up. Auburn might be the best defense that you're about to face. Yep. So, that's another reason. If you're a one-dimensional team, these other teams are going to take advantage of it for sure.
Yep.
Rodg, if I had a ticket to the Auburn game, would they let me go?
Who's they?
The fan base.
Yes. Oh. It's a road game too.
Where's Cat at? Yeah. It's a road game. I think you need to stay at home. Stay at home, Herb. Stay at home. Yeah, stay at home. If you did go, you'd have to put on a costume, like a mask and everything. Oh my goodness. Because if you went to that game and we lost, nobody would text you back. I wouldn't text you for like a week. Wow. Oh my goodness. I don't think so. We are going to have to figure out how to break the curse, though. How, though? Mike said he's the curse breaker. What's up, Kyle? Roll Tide, brother. Hope you're doing all right. Right now, I think the next game we're going to is probably Georgia next year, right? That's the next one I could think of. Herbert Keyshawn. Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're not going to let me go, Rodg. Hold that thought real quick, Rodg. You take it. All right. Yeah. So right now for next year, I already told Herb I want to go to the Georgia game next year. Obviously, it's in Tuscaloosa. Looking forward to that. The curse we're talking about is the past two road games that Herb and I have been to. We lost. Last year was in Norman. This year was in Tallahassee. Herb was at the OU game this past week. I wasn't there, but Herb was there. Obviously, we know what happened there. So we have to find a nice road game to go to together in order to break the curse. I don't know if it's going to happen next year or the following year, but we'll see what happens. So, okay, here he is. This is Herbert Keyshawn Ragsdale. There's got to be a little more to this, though. You have to have something like a wig. I got to get a wig, too. Well, I was just speaking. I didn't think you actually had a wig, though. Randy, I think Ty has one more year left. Yeah, Ty has one more year. Because Herb and I were actually discussing that. Good question, Randy. Herb and I were discussing that earlier this year because we were talking about, obviously Keelan Russell's supposed to be the next guy up, either him or Austin Mack. And I was like, what if Ty comes back for another year? But based on the way he's been playing this season, I kind of feel like he's a first or second round pick, just depending on how he finishes the season, and he would go. But part of me wants to think Ty is going to be the type of person that says, if we don't win a national championship, I want to come and bring one. I want to come back for another year. And I get it when college players do that, but I don't think it's the safest thing for them because if you come back for another year, there's always a possibility you could get hurt. So depending on where you are in the draft, where you're mocked to, go to the draft, chase your dreams, and we'll move on from there. So we'll see. But yes, and yeah, he does have one more year of eligibility left. So yeah, again, Nick, he's right. I think right now he's mocked somewhere in the first. Again, it's going to depend on how he finishes the season. I still think we're due. He's due for a really, really big game, and I think it's going to be the one in Jordan Hare. Oh gosh, I don't know. Now that doesn't say Keyshawn on it. That just says Herbert Dontarius Ragsdale. What's up, guys? Okay, if you go to the Iron Bowl, that's what you have to wear. Okay, that's fair then. This is what we're gonna wear to the Iron Bowl, so I could go. Yeah. Mr. Jeff, how much you pay the new guy? Yeah, say the tie's gonna be gone. It's not gonna get any better than this. So. Yeah. Did you already play all these? I see a lot of people saying I can't go to the game. I didn't play all of them, but they are pretty much said the same thing. So yeah.
You can't go.
Sadie's the only one that's inviting me to the game. How bad is this, people?
Let me ask you this question: are your emotions the same at the game and at home?
Without the changing of clothes. Like at home, if I'm naked, I get my own drinks. I can calm down. At the game, when I'm naked, like people seem to get a little uncomfortable, so I got to keep it calm down.
So I've already told Sydney like next set. She's gonna forget, but next, we play at Jordan here not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So like, I'm trying to get into the right mode. I'm like, the kids? Well, obviously the kids are gonna be here, but I just need complete focus on this game. I need to buckle down. Herb and I have already discussed what outfits we're gonna wear. Right now, we are going to wear the same outfits we wore for the Georgia game when we live streamed that game. I already remember the shirt. I have to double check the stream for my hat. What? Yeah. People know.
Yes.
You would have to put on like a trench coat and like everything, or just no, don't put on a trench coat because you might not wear anything under the trench coat. That's gonna be weird.
I expect they will mix it up.
Yeah.
Just to keep Ty confused. So, and that's a good Sadie question, what she thinks they're to come from. So,
yeah.
Sadie, I told you Sadie's supposed to come over this week for the cupcake games, but she's actually missing the game itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I saw a mock draft today where he was actually, was it to the Jets that they had him?
I think he's better than Mendoza. That's just my personal opinion on everything, but
okay. Y'all aren't watching Midnight Night. No,
Randy, Bama's basketball on right now. We're playing at Illinois, so we're going to be watching that game. I'm
going to order a monocle.
Okay.
Y'all be lucky that y'all just don't know how many goodies I have over here. So, why, Randy? What game is on? What is it? Any good? It's already 8:45. All right, so let's get up the updated bracket. Don't wish the Jets on. I hope not. The Jets and the Browns are where quarterbacks go to die.
Yes. You pulling it up?
Just to get Randy his fix.
Don't you need some spray for your curl, or?
It's natural, baby. It's natural, baby. Watching AEW Dynamite. If I watch, I only watch WWE anyway. So, yep, I see Miami and Buffalo on here. Might go to New Orleans. So, Alex, what I read today in Cackleback stuff, if they move ahead with Tyler Shuggy, then they won't be drafting a quarterback.
Tyler who?
Shuggy.
Shuggy.
That's what they call him. Shuggy. Yes. The Browns, what they have done this year has to be one of the worst quarterback situations like I've ever seen. So he's not considered dual threat. Yeah. Okay. Ross, what's even the score in the Bama game? Have you been watching?
I have been. I've been watching the entire game. Let me double check the score though. I'm in a commercial, obviously. I don't know what your TV's on right now.
The game's already over.
Half. Yeah, I know.
People are going to think they just tuned in accidentally to Saturday night. So this is what the updated bracket looks like. We saw the outrage at, Alabama and Notre Dame. The Miami-Notre Dame thing is also interesting with them both having 2 losses and 1 head-to-head. Somebody even said they moved Notre Dame to 9 to get some separation from Miami so people would forget that argument. But why don't y'all just say you love Notre Dame?
Yeah.
The way this bracket, it just also kind of tells you after the top line, the quality of teams just really drops.
Yep.
Yep. Like honestly, I don't see any of those challenging Georgia up there. Ohio State, they would be on a collision course with.
No, Georgia's beating Tech, unless Tulane upsets, and Georgia's beating that, and then Georgia would face Ohio State, and that'd be a heck of a matchup. Then I would see us playing A&M. Of course, I'm always going to give it to us. I think we could beat Oregon. That'd be a tough game in Eugene, and then us and Indiana would be a heck of a game. But of course, the bracket's going to change.
For the Big Ten. Oh, yep. And they said that earlier, and I missed it. So Alabama's closed the gap a little, 23-22, with 8 minutes left to go in the first half. I will be catching the whole second half of this one. Are you typing something to me?
Every time I type, yes. What am I doing?
Well, Kyle, I think so, but then doesn't 11? I mean, I don't know why they have an ACC team at 11 for sure. So, and then 12 is your group of 5 champion in this case.
Yeah.
What are you typing to me? I haven't thought of any questions yet. Oh, okay.
Okay, I can't type something. You can't read it out loud after I type it. That's the whole point of a private chat. It's kind of like when you're sitting with a group of people,
Rex,
Herb, and you're sitting with a group of people and you text somebody in the group and then they read it out loud.
Yes, that's exactly what this is like.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and ask. You have 7 minutes for somebody to come up with something.
All right, guys. So usually at the end of the show, Herb will come up with 2 questions for me or vice versa. So tonight are 2 questions for Herb. In the chat, let us know anything that you want to know about Herb, whether it's sports related, person, whatever it is. And we're going to pick 2 questions out of the chat for Herb's 2 questions. Is this Herb Keyshawn Gandalf? Who is this?
Okay.
Anyway, 2 questions in the chat. We'll pick 2, and then we'll ask Herb those questions at the end, closer to 9. And then after that, we're going to get off and watch the rest of this basketball game that we're losing. Okay, we got a rebound.
Yep. Like Cat said, bad rebounds.
Yeah, this is a lot, Herb.
Alex, we used to do a series called Bama versus the World, and now it's just carried on. So that I have all this extra stuff.
Oh,
so Kat, what are these stats? Even though I can barely see through all this hair.
Do you want to start? What do you want to do?
What?
The questions that you like. Can you see?
Oh, does somebody even? Yeah, I barely. Oh. Is Rodg trying to ditch? Nobody's asked the question yet.
Yes, they have. Yes, somebody has.
I missed the debate. Yeah.
Q. Let's see.
And the questions can be like our questions at the end, by the way.
Yeah,
they don't have to be like serious questions.
They can be silly, they can be serious, whatever you want. As long as it's something we can mention on YouTube, it's fine. So just let us know in the chat.
Yep. So, Rodg, if you did this hypothetical bracket, so we do focus. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about this later, but what do you really think Bama's going to do here? How ties the starters? Are they out at halftime against Eastern Illinois?
Yeah. That's my goal. Have a decent enough lead where Ty comes out at halftime, rests, and then we just put in Mac, and then Keelan Russell, and then just go from there. And I'm fine with that. I was trying to pull up Ty's stats earlier, but I've completely forgot them. I want Ty to get to around. Hold on, let me pull up the numbers right quick.
Jay Bank, the answer is 72.
Yeah, so Ty is like a little over 200 yards to hit 3,000 on the year. I'm hoping I'm thinking he can get that this week. I would like to see some down ball passes, some deep ball passes as well. And I don't know if we're gonna do a video about that or not, but some deep ball passes and work on the run game. I think that would definitely help us going into Jordan Hare.
Mm-hmm. Randy, if these questions are for me, no Thanksgiving turkey this year.
I think that is
at the house.
Y'all are having a turkey?
Italian Thanksgiving.
Oh.
No turkey. Italian Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We're taking a couple of days off.
Nothing wrong with that.
LF, it just kind of died. We just kind of had a segment and then we didn't have time for the next one and it just kind of went somewhere. So I might go mac and cheese, and then my favorite green is okra.
Ooh, I gotta go
collards.
Mac and cheese and collard greens. Yes, that was my answer. Gotta go with those. Gotta go with those. So
and by 50, and then Russell comes. I'm eager to see Keelan Russell. What do we think is happening with Austin Mack, Bobbitt?
I don't know. I feel like
Jay Bank, I got a story for you.
I feel like you have to start. You have to. Don't you have to go with Keelan Russell next year? Is that not the move?
Yeah, you do. That's why I'm surprised Austin Mack is still here. So
yeah.
I don't know if I've got this thing straight, so let's get this. So this is one. You guys want to hear the story of
which
how?
one?
Okay, we'll go back to normal. I got the story.
Okay. Are we talking about?
Folks,
I think I know what we're talking about, but go ahead.
Yeah, you know which one we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
The Georgia people might want to look away for this one. So Rodg and I are on the phone.
Yeah.
And it is Alabama, Georgia in the championship game. We've already talked through the missed field goal. Georgia's kicked their field goal, right? I'm like, we're just starting our drive. I can't watch. This game is giving me high anxiety. I go to take the trash out real quick, throw it in the trash. I'm talking to Rodg. I'm walking back to the apartment. Rodg goes, the worst thing that could have happened just happened. I'm like, oh my God, it's over? He's like, no, we just took a sack. And I'm thinking to myself, the worst thing in the world is the game is over. I was like, all right, sack, fine. So I'm getting towards get back into the thing. I'm like, now it's really going to be a long drive or whatever. All of a sudden I hear cheering in the distance. Like, okay, but I don't know if they're Bama or Georgia fans. And all of a sudden Rodg on the phone. So I'm sprinting into the house. I pulled my hamstring. I'm old. There I go, and they see it. Everybody's celebrating. I stayed up till 3:00 in the morning. I watched that play in Russian, in Spanish.
Herb and I were on the phone for a while, and then I was watching all the replay. I couldn't go to bed due to excitement. And I finally got to bed. Then I go to work the next morning, and people are coming like, I'm like, did I see it? I could not go to bed, man. That was absolutely insane.
26. That's what did it to us. So that was the whole reaction to it. Which, by the way, the only person that can get away with calling me during the game is you.
Yeah,
Mom won't even call me.
I call at the right times. I call maybe before a game. Time. I call at halftime, and then we talk after the game. I never call during the game because I don't want people calling me. Even when we play Eastern Illinois, I don't want anybody calling me because I have to dissect everything. Like, okay, was this a good pass? Was that good? Was that a smart run? I like to dissect everything, and then I'll talk afterwards.
Yep. Ooh.
Overrated. No. Heck no. Ham is delicious. No, don't do that to ham.
The only ham I like is hamburger.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. Golly.
So what's yours?
Does cranberry sauce count as a dish?
I mean, it's in a dish.
Yeah, like I'll put cranberry sauce in there. I don't get the whole cranberry sauce. I don't need all that anyway. That's not for me. I'll put cranberry sauce as my answer for that. I love ham though. I love turkey. I love collards. I love mac and cheese. I love stuffing. Most of all, I like the whiskey. I like having my whiskey during Thanksgiving. Just a nice little old fashioned. Stuff. Ooh.
Probably stuffing, but I'll eat either one that you put in front of me.
I go stuffing.
Think about it. What's up, Toya? Roll Tide.
Toya, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Lady Alpha said this question is specifically for you, Rodg.
Who's your favorite Alpha pools, Cat or Lady Alpha? No comment. No comment. Good question. It's a tie. 3, 1, 2, 3. I forgot that one.
3. And if you know that commercial,
I can't believe you remember.
Which is sad because we would never stir the pot around here.
No, we wouldn't.
The guys are gonna play. These guys are pretty good. Yes, we do. Keith, when you're coming in right now, you're realizing that this show has gone off the rails like a Saturday night show. That's how little respect we're showing them right now. But we do need to respect our opponents. We can't afford to overlook anybody at this point.
No, we can't. And this game Saturday is on SEC Network Plus. So I think they tried as hard as possible for people not to be able to watch it, but we're going to figure it out. I mean, obviously, Herb can help me out with that because I don't have that on my DirecTV stream, but
I have it on my YouTube stream.
Yeah, whatever.
Now that they finally negotiated stuff back.
Finally, I know.
Man, Mike. So every year we go 10-2 and lose to those same two teams to win a natty.
I'd do it, yeah.
If I said yes, I would at least get 5 in a row out of it.
Yeah, I'd do it.
If I could get 5 natties in a row and lose to those two teams every year, then I'll do it.
Speaking of, this is just a random question. Speaking of 5 natties in a row,
are you inviting me over, Randy, for some collards? Go ahead.
When do you think another team will actually three-peat? Do you think you'll see a team three-peat? Okay.
I think it's too easy with NIL and stuff to get a team to just jump up 1 year and knock somebody. Now, if Ohio State wins it this year, though, I don't know how you're slowing them down for the next one. So
yeah,
that's what we're trying to. Well, the question was for Rodg. So yeah, I can't believe you just glossed over that question.
Yeah, no comment here. Sorry.
Play the most? Are we talking SEC championship or in the whole thing?
Yeah,
the whole thing, Indiana.
Ooh.
They were on TV.
Just to prove it. Just to prove it.
Yeah, just to prove it.
Yeah.
So that's the one I want. Oh, he said cat because that. Yeah, that's because of the commercial. Yeah, that was a commercial. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Let's find out. 1, 2,
yep,
3.
I can't believe you remember that.
Man, that's it. So, Rodg, I can't believe you glossed over that question either. It's so embarrassing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Ooh.
I'm probably. I assume we're just talking at Bama. It's hard to ignore what Mark Ingram did, but I really like Trent.
I like Trent. Yeah.
Man, was it the Mississippi State?
The Ole Miss Juke.
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
That one is.
That was such a simple move, but it worked so effectively. He just stopped and said, "Juke the heck out of the guy." The timing on it was right and everything.
Yep. Oh, I think yes, it was wild. It was wild.
Yeah.
So for us, Keith, what was that? 92. We moved to Alabama in 94. So we actually.
I'm sorry, we hadn't got here because that game was in 93 though, like January 93. So we hadn't even got here yet.
Okay.
So
So we got here in 94.
Yeah.
So, but we missed that one because obviously amazing play.
Oh,
yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Turkey. Green bean fries. That's not even overrated. It's not even rated. You like big beans and you cannot lie? All right, let's get to it's about time to get out of here. We're definitely going crazy. So let's get to the end of these real quick. I'm gonna just put them up. We'll put in court impressions, squash casserole for the win. Cannot do the casserole though. I'm with you there. Langham interception at Florida. Oh, and I think, like I said, some of these are just a little for us. I need 1 item in time spin the play. No, I'm like that too.
My food can touch. I don't care. I'm good with it.
It might touch, but I will eat up all of one thing at a time.
No, but I do eat 1 item at a time too. That's true.
And cheese, means stuff. Oh, he said his was a Saban reference.
Yeah, Keith said, ooh, hold on.
I'll let you find it then. Let me get it to you. Scammers for sure, Kyle. That was just a billionaires arguing over pennies to them. Yeah, Nate Oates always on point. 10-2 to affinity. If I could do 10-2 every year and win a natty, I'd be good with it though.
The real question is, I can't find it, but Keith asked, "How did you feel when you found out Saban was coming to Tuscaloosa?" That was the question. I just can't find it.
I don't think I felt that much because even though we'd been there since 94, I was still like bigger on basketball for a while. So I was still catching up to college football, honestly. So I was just like, oh, this is a thing, right?
Yeah.
No hell, not the barn.
I was optimistic, but for me, it was something that I just had to wait and see until it actually happened. So
still play that commercial.
Yeah.
To see, a lot of people do know what we're talking about. So that's good. I got doing that. That was cold. The one who eats weird. I can see J-Bake doing that. Strawberry salad? I like it.
I never had that before.
Would you choose for Bama to play most if we made the national championship? If we made the national championship, so Indiana is like a personal thing. I'd want to play Ohio State just to kind of challenge ourselves.
Play the best of the best,
Play the best of the best. But honestly, I'd want it to be another SEC team because if we lose, I only want it to be to an SEC team until the rest of the world goes against us. But I can't pick Georgia.
Gotcha.
So
no, we can't. We can't.
I would want it to be Mississippi State.
I have a feeling Mississippi State won't be in the national championship game.
Oh, I got you, Keith. He said the disrespect for the opponent. No, you're absolutely right. It's just hard for me to get up for Eastern Illinois. But that's it. So that's it. All right, we made it to the end. Bama is almost at halftime, 33-32. They're down. Yep, still down. And Alabama just got a rebound for maybe the first time all game, and we missed another rebound. We're gonna hit a shot on this sequence so I can log off the air.
Yeah,
or maybe we're
all
not.
Right.
We'll just miss threes all day. Forget it. So,
I
know, Keith. I know. Rodg, here's the last question for you, and we're logging out.
How Saban used to go off about what?
No, this one.
Can Rodg kick, and does he actually? I think I don't know if I can kick. I haven't played soccer in a long time, and I don't know if I have eligibility, but I can figure out a way to get some.
Could you imagine the scandal as Alabama gets an ineligible kicker? Like that's what.
Yeah.
I'll pay for Rodg to walk on and get 100% with is in 30 yards. So
I'll practice. I'm gonna go practice this weekend, Jay Break.
All right, folks. We appreciate y'all helping us get through a bye week and easing the pain of this past week and the loss. We will release some kind of weird video this week, and in the next week we will have some Auburn fan on here, and we will talk about the Iron Bowl, the position we didn't want to be in, having to win to make the playoffs, but it is what it is at this point. So let's deal with it.
Peace out,
y'all. All right, everybody.
Roll Tide.
Have a good night.